Hello, YouTube. Pirate Wizard Dragon here, coming to you on this beautiful Thanksgiving day here. And I just wanted to do a short little video and say I am grateful, I am thankful on this Thanksgiving day. Not just because it's Thanksgiving, but because I'm pretty lucky. I am fortunate. I'll move to the shade a little bit. I'm in one of my favorite places here where I live. This is just under a tunnel. That's one of the walks I go on. Took the time today on this holiday to go for a walk because nobody's in town. It's awesome. The college gets out. I think I saw 3 people on the whole walk, and they were far away from me. I'm always thankful for that when I go for a walk and I got to deal with other people. I don't even listen to music or an audiobook. I just listen to my thoughts. A nice and peaceful walk. So, hopefully everybody's having a great Thanksgiving. But I wanted to just say I'm thankful for you still being a subscriber and watching my videos. Leave a comment. Say hi. I read them all. I try to respond to them all, and I appreciate it. I kind of gave up trying to monetize anything anymore. This last year was a little weird with that. I tried for like 2 weeks to have a Patreon account, and I just didn't enjoy it. It just didn't feel authentic to me, so I quit it. I'm still doing art, but I don't even care if I sell my art anymore. It's kind of nice not to give a shit about monetizing everything. Everything is so overly monetized nowadays. It's all about money, marketing, and profit. And I don't know. I've been there, done that. I'm thankful I'm able to even go for a walk today. That's always good. The weather sometimes in this city is brutal. Even when it's nice out, like right now, it's 45 degrees, no wind. That's the biggest, nicest thing about today is that it's not windy. A lot of times when it's beautiful out, we have 30 to 50 mile an hour gusts on a regular basis here. I live in the Midwest, not too far from where Superman was born. It's been interesting. I struggled when I first moved here. I didn't like it. And, mainly because it didn't have the hip hopping of the. Oh, there's a car on his way to Grandma's over the river and through the woods. Mainly because of the energy level I was used to in the bigger cities I lived, and the energy level here is pretty low. Like people are pretty mellow. People are pretty mellow also, and just their demeanor and attitude. And oh, I heard something. There's a river right by here, so animals come down here to get food and drink and stuff. And I've definitely heard some weird creatures before down here, so not surprised. Anyways, I'm not a nature boy, so I'm always wigged out when I hear animals and creatures and stuff like that, because I'm a city boy. I'm a city rat. So, but it's probably more afraid of me than I am of it, which is pretty unbelievable because I get pretty lily-livered when there's something running around in the woods that I don't know what it is. But I kind of lost my train of thought there. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I'm just thankful for this town more than I was when I first moved here. I had some friends come visit me recently, and they didn't like it because it was so. They actually went to a bigger town that me and my wife go to the Target there, because there's no Target here. We only have a Walmart. And I still collect action figures. I was hunting down a classified G.I. Joe figure that I was trying to get, and I have to go to Salina to get that stuff because they don't carry it here, the exclusives here in my town. So we go to Salina to like go to the big city because there's like a Ross and a Target, and there's like a big area of there's thrift stores, and we have a thrift store here in town. It's pretty cool actually, but it's just a bigger city. And my friends that came through, they live in Lakewood, Colorado, and they went to Salina, and they're like, man, that town's so lame. There's nothing to do there. They just didn't like it. It's all perspective. And I said, you think that town's got nothing to do? You should live where I live, here in this town. So it's all really perspective. And I've been here over 3 years now, and it's just taken me a while to get used to it. And now I actually value the quietness. Like when holidays come, the school lets out, and there is nobody in this town. Like, I mean, it's awesome in a way. My street's so quiet, and I can go for a walk and just, you know, process some of my thoughts without all the loudness. I mean, the loudest thing on my walk right now is this little. I'll show you if you can see it. Maybe not. Am I getting the right perspective? Yeah, see the water there under the bridge. There's a part up that you walk by that goes over. It's like a waterfall, kind of a man-made waterfall with a bridge that goes over it. And that was the loudest thing on the whole walk, and it was awesomely loud because normally you wouldn't hear it. Even, I mean, you hear it, but it'd be background to the cars and the people, because I'm over here by the university, the major state university. This is off the beaten track. So, but just wanted to give a little update and say things are going pretty good. I'm not doing as much social media stuff, so you don't hear from me as much. I'm just kind of enjoying life. I'm still working on my tarot paintings. I'm actually working on the devil. It's been interesting because that card is about bondage and, you know, addiction, and I actually ended up quitting smoking marijuana. I'm on 2 months of not smoking any weed. I had a lot of serious health issues right before that, and weed started kicking up my stomach issues. So, and it was hard. It's hard because I was pretty addicted to marijuana. People that say it's not addictive, they don't know what it's like to try to quit, because it can be very mentally addictive, where you jones for it. You think about it. I dream about it still sometimes. And I'm not quite over the addiction. I mean, I still would be tempted if somebody rolled up right now and handed me a spliff, but the weed's so much more fucking powerful than it was when I was a teenager. Like, I'm 45 and I used to smoke weed in San Diego, and it was like, you know, I could smoke half a joint and get perfectly contently high and not struggle. And now, man, like, there's some weed. The last batch of weed I got was too goddamn strong. I couldn't even take one hit. And I know I'm kind of a lightweight, but it's gotten to the point where I don't enjoy it. Like, it just doesn't relax me. It makes me paranoid. And I mean, it did kind of let things make me in a state where I'd let things go a little less. Like, I'd let water off a duck's back, so to speak, a little more. But the paranoia level would go up with the strength of the weed. And I experimented with all kinds of stuff being in Colorado. And so I'm grateful that my health is improving. I changed my diet radically this year. I had to, because I ended up in the emergency room a couple times for stomach issues. Had the most painful stomach issues I've ever had. Just like, it felt like some alien was trying to rip itself out of my stomach. I had 8 hours where my stomach just convulsed, and it was super painful. So I'm grateful that I've actually cut pretty much all fried food, all meat, except for chicken. I ate a little bit of chicken, but only like once a week, maybe twice a week. And I've cut my sugar back, and I've also stopped smoking weed. And because of that, I've lost 35 pounds. I went from 205, 210 to I weigh in at 181, 182 in the morning, and my goal weight is 175. So, you know, I just had to make the changes. So I've lost enough weight now where I'm feeling better. I've had a couple months of healing. So I'm going to start walking again and get more physically active. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful my cancer is pretty much in the rearview mirror, what I went through last year, and my health is improving. First and foremost, I'm grateful for my support system. I have a really, I'm very lucky to have a few people in my life that are supportive of me no matter what mistakes I make, no matter what stupid things I say. And, you know, it's definitely shrunk, that support group in the last few years, but I'm grateful for the ones that I have. And the pandemic kind of revealed a lot to me. And on the same note, on a flip side, I'm also grateful for those that I've left behind, and including my immediate family. Like, I'm so grateful I don't have to deal with their bullshit this Thanksgiving. I'd much rather just be by myself if I had to choose. And I decided this last year in April, after a really painful, almost violent situation, that I don't need them. I don't need the toxicity. I don't need the hate. I don't need the judgment. I'm better off without them. And it's still hard. I mean, I struggle with it almost on a daily basis, trying not to think about that particular day and that situation. And I'm working with metaphysical stuff to try to, like, figure out a way to truly bury that bullshit, bury my past, bury the pain. You know, I mean, it'll never go away. It's foundational of who I am. But my thoughts on it it's just a portion of it now. I can mix in newer, better more relevant stuff in my life, and it can become more of a dim memory instead of a powerful influence. And so that's what I'm working on. I'm going to school in the spring. I signed up for classes again just for fun, hoping that the pandemic finally goes away. I'm still wearing masks and still doing all that. I'm not anti-vaxxer. I actually had my third booster, and so that's where I'm at. Politically, I won't get into that because it doesn't really matter today. It doesn't matter most days, but I don't want to think about it or talk about it. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to cut this video short. I want to get back to my homestead and enjoy the holidays, some good food with my wife and my 3 cats. And that's what I'm most grateful for, is at least I have a little, chosen self-made family that treats me well, treats me like a king. And in my home, I am pretty content nowadays. I'm becoming much more of a homebody and not giving a crap about a lot of stuff that I used to. But I did find a cool D&D group this year to go play D&D with at the college, and I'm grateful for that because I've missed playing Dungeons and Dragons. So I rolled up a Emerald Dragonborn bard. I haven't rolled up a Dungeons and Dragons 5.0 character since it first came out, and that was like 4 years or 5 years ago. So it's kind of nice to have at least that. It's weird being the old guy though, playing D&D with all the 20-year-olds. So that's kind of fun. It's just weird feeling. I mean, I don't feel old. I definitely don't feel like I'm 45 years old, and next year I'm gonna be 46. I can't believe that I'm this old, because I still in my head am just a big giant man child of a 20-year-old. But there are definitely times where, I guess I've learned a few things on the road, and my wisdom has gone up a few points. And that's okay. Yeah, just counting my blessings, I guess, counting my gratitude, and I'm very grateful for everything, and how things have worked out. They never work out how you're gonna think, and you never know what's around the bend. So stick with it. Follow your dreams. Sometimes they'll lead you places you didn't think, and sometimes your dreams will change, and that's okay. I've learned to be okay with transformation and dreams changing, and that's just one of the good things about life. You never know what's around the bend. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this far. If you did, I'm going to make up a word so I can see if anybody truly listens to my videos to the end, especially when they're this short. How about, I love the word bamboozled. So put that in a comment, and I'll know that you watch this to the end. And, peace be with you. Love be with you. Give everybody in your immediate family that you love, that you're close to, whoever you choose to be your family, not your biological genetic family, but the people you choose to be in your family. Give them a hug and tell them you love them on this holiday if you can. If it's safe to do so, wash your hands, and just be grateful, because in the end, we're all just renting this stuff. Everything, we're all just renting this body, this earth, everything. It's all transitory. It all passes away. And I think the older you get, the more you start to realize how fleeting everything is, how short everything is in the grander scheme of time and reality. So just embrace every moment and soak it all in, because that's what life's really about. Anyways, much love. Pirate Wizard Dragon signing off here. Bye.